Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sue from the Love and Inspiration Company, and this is another one of my journals that is in my Etsy shop for sale. This is a large journal, packed actually, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signatures. I'm not sure how many pages. It's going to be over 300 pages. Back and front, not all journaling pages, but they're, because this is so full, as you can see, so packed with lots of, like I said, 6 signatures. There is it comes with a group of other documents that just won't fit inside, so these will just be extras that you can put in if you wanted to, or mix them around. So this is a little scrap paper journal. There's a scrap notepad here, another little notepad, again made of the scraps, with a little centerpiece there. And there are various tags and journaling cards. There's one, there's a couple of the small ones with some antique and vintage lace on them, and some embellishments. There's a what you could use as a bookmark or a tag, again right on the back of it. There's another large one. So there's lots of tags, and then there's a little document case there with some ephemera in. So these all come together with this journal, so it's quite a little bundle. I mean, like I said, you can put them inside, but it's going to make the journal sort of expand wider like that. This has got at the moment I've decided on the ribbon that binds it, but I got this one out because I think the theme for this journal is mainly blues, but there are some pinks like there is there in that front cover, so I think that goes quite nicely. So it'll probably be that one that's on there. So this journal is, let me just get my ruler, is 10 inches in height. The width is 7 inches, and then the spine is about two and a half. So this is an old book. I think it must be an antique book, so it's Chambers Encyclopaedia there, and I've put a cover on the top. So inside there's some, it's got what my sort of signature journals have now, really. Printed vellum, coffee dyed vellum throughout. I've started to create these pins on some rusted safety pins. I've got a few that I've made here. You can see them. So I'm really enjoying making these, and they just go so nicely on pages, so easy to make as well. So throughout this is photographs. There are some original, but then there's some that I've printed off using some digital kits, and some little clusters that are lace, ribbon, and I've sewn some little beads on, so they're throughout as well. This journal has some beautiful book pages, old book pages, antique and vintage. I get a lot of mine from Roxy Creations. Just has the most beautiful pages, old book pages. They come in packs, they're just lovely. I love feeling through, and she does them in all different textures of papers, different colours, so it's really worth taking a look. Throughout there are spare papers for journaling, Some have got quotes on. Nothing is impossible. The world itself says I'm possible. Audrey Hepburn. So they're threaded throughout. There's lots of pockets, lots of ephemera. There's a little cluster of some separate papers. This will also come with, I will put a little small bag of laces and ribbons in as well, because with all my journals I like people to be able to create, make the journal their own, so to add to it. So it'll come in a little bag. Those of you that have seen my videos before know what I mean. So I just put little scrap bits of lace and fabric in there for you. There's a photo, and there's a photo that I've aged and then backed on. That was originally going to be the front cover there, but I changed it. It just wasn't right for me. Some document paper throughout. Again, more photos. Printed vellum. Photos, paper, some more vellum there with a verse on it, a quote, sorry. I'm probably not going to make this video too long by going through all the pages, otherwise it's going to be too long and I don't want to bore people. There are photos throughout this. This is a new digital kit that I bought. I'm not sure of the name. If I can find it, I will put it in the comments. And it's of women and children doing the laundry, which is lovely. Some more pull-out vellum. The images in here mainly are of girls and women. There's a little notepad there that just sits across the top of that page. There's lots of Italian, French, and I think some German language book pages in here, which is just nice to get the different languages, different parts of the world in here. There's another one of those beautiful laundry photos. Another cluster of papers that's wrapped in some old ephemera. Another cluster. This journal took me a long time to make, just because it's so big. So to fill it up took me a long time, and I was very selective in the papers that I chose for this journal, just to get the different textures. Like this one, for example, that's a 17th century from a 1700s book, and it's very thin, just beautiful. Then we've got the vellum, the thicker paper that's a document paper, coffee dyed paper. That's quite fragile. It's an antique document cover. So there's lots of different textures and types of paper in here. There's another one of those safety pins. There's some original ephemera there that come from Roxy Creations. I said I wasn't going through every page, and I'm ending up going through every page. So the theme is sort of blues and pinks, flowers and girls and women in here. I guess it's loosely got a theme like that. There's no real clashing colours like I have on some of my journals where you get the oranges and greens and purples. Let's skip a few pages. So as you can see, pink and blue, lots of pull-outs, lots of spaces to write, lots of spare journaling paper that's tucked inside. There's some lined paper, plain paper. This is the last will and testament of Emily Batten of Inglenook Park Road, Peterborough, who was a spinster. Gosh, that's not a word you hear now. That's some old oh, what's the word? I forget. It'll come to me. Ledger paper. There's some ledger paper that's been filled in by somebody that looks like it's antique. There's the centre of a signature there. Some more journaling space. And to flick through quite quickly now. There's some little bells, some sari silk. Excuse my nails, I've been dyeing with blueberries to create some lovely coloured papers. And then coming to the end of it. So as you can see, very large journal. It's oh, there's some lovely, this was an old antique quilt with feather and down inside, and that's just a piece of the fabric that's in there. So you could keep it like that, or make something out of it to add to it, make some little ribbons that go throughout. Very nearly the end, flicking through some pages. Another cluster there, some little hand sewn beads. Yeah, and that's the end of it. So as you can see, very large journal, very heavy, very substantial. I think this will be the bow that goes on top of it, and this is all the parts that the little extras that all go with it that didn't fit inside. There's more there, so lots. So some of you might have read in my Etsy store, unfortunately I used to always not charge for anything that went to America, because America is there's quite a lot of friends they've become now that purchased my journals, but postage and packaging has just come so expensive. I felt I had no choice now but to charge for postage and packaging, but I still try and keep it the cheapest I can. I always will try to do that, but as well as keeping tracking, because things can tend to be a bit delayed, so it's always useful for me to track for people. Just before I finished, just to show you this, that I said I was dyeing with blueberries, hence the stains on my hands. So you can see these. I'm going to be putting these in my shop. There's some beautiful old laces and cotton fabrics that have come out, all sorts of periwinkle, purple, blue, different shades of blue. I mean, it's unbelievable what you get with just blueberries, depending on how much you mix the blueberries in, how long you leave them, and there's some paper. So if you're interested in any of those will be in my Etsy store in the next couple of days. And I've also got some, I'm practicing dyeing with red onions and avocados. Having great fun with that. So watch out in my store if that's anything that interests you. Thank you so much if you've made it this long. I don't normally make videos this long because I know that I'm not very good at it, and I must bore people. This is just to support my Etsy store, so that because you can only add sort of so many photographs and a video that's very short really, and when people are spending quite a lot of money on these journals, I only think it's fair for you to be able to have a good look at them. So thank you very much. Any questions, you can leave any comments here, or drop me an email through my Etsy store, and I always try to get back to people as soon as I can. Thank you very, very much. I hope you all have a loved and blessed day, and I hope to speak to you all soon. Thank you. Bye bye.